A welcome to my book library. A very warm and strategic welcome to you, esteemed listener, to my book library. Today, we are embarking on a deep and transformative journey into the mind of a master strategist. We will be thoroughly unpacking Patrick Bet-David's powerful business manifesto, Your Next 5 Moves, Master the Art of Business Strategy. This book is far more than a collection of business tips. It is a mental framework, a rigorous discipline for thinking like a grandmaster in the complex game of entrepreneurship and leadership. Patrick Bet-David, a successful entrepreneur himself, translates the foresight and tactical depth of chess into a practical playbook for business. His core thesis is profound in its simplicity. While everyone else is scrambling to figure out their next move, the true masters are already thinking 5 moves ahead. This ability to anticipate, plan, the enduring company from the fleeting startup. Over this comprehensive session, we will not just skim the surface, we will dive deep into the philosophy and application of each of the 5 moves. We will explore the critical importance of mastering yourself before you can master your business. We will detail the process of moving from a vague vision to a concrete, actionable plan. We will examine the machinery of flawless execution, the art and science of building a world-class team, and finally, the strategic shift from scaling a business to building a lasting legacy. This is a blueprint for moving from being a piece on the board to being the player who moves them. So prepare for an immersive experience. Let us begin our masterclass in strategic thinking. Part 1. The bedrock. Move 1. Master knowing yourself. Bet-David begins with what he argues is the most important move, the one upon which all others depend. If you get this first move wrong, the entire strategy collapses. Move 1 is about moving from being a passive participant in your life to becoming the CEO of your own destiny. This is an internal journey of brutal honesty and self-mastery. It's built on several foundational pillars. First, absolute clarity of purpose and identity. You must answer the fundamental questions. Who are you? What do you stand for? What is your mission? Bet-David emphasizes that a business without a clear purpose is just a hobby. Your why must be so powerful that it gets you out of bed on the tough days and inspires others to follow you. This involves defining your core values, the non-negotiable principles that will guide your decisions, especially when no one is watching. Without this moral and strategic compass, you will be easily swayed by short-term opportunities that lead you away from your long-term goals. Second, ruthless self-assessment and acknowledging weaknesses. This is where many stumble. You must conduct a dispassionate inventory of your strengths and, more importantly, your weaknesses and vulnerabilities. What are your skill gaps? What are your character flaws? Are you prone to procrastination? Do you avoid difficult conversations? Are you easily distracted? Third, the unwavering mindset of 100% responsibility. This is the engine of Move 1. Bet-David is unequivocal. You must take complete ownership of your life and your outcomes. There is no room for blame, excuses, or playing the victim. The moment you blame the economy, your competitors, your team, or your upbringing, you surrender your power to change your situation. The mindset shift is from "things happen to me" to "things happen because of me and my actions, or lack thereof." This level of ownership is what allows you to learn from failures rather than be defeated by them. It transforms you from a passenger into the pilot, fully in command of the controls. Fourth, mastering your psychology and emotional state. A CEO's most valuable asset is a stable, focused, and resilient mind. Bet-David discusses the importance of managing your inner state, controlling fear, doubt, and anxiety. He talks about the concept of the gap, the space between a triggering event and your response. Mastering yourself means widening that gap so you can choose a strategic response rather than a reactive, emotional one. This involves developing mental toughness, practicing visualization of success, and building daily habits that fortify your psychological resilience. You cannot build a stable company if you are an unstable leader. Part 2, the blueprint and the machine. Moves 2 and 3. With the solid foundation of self-mastery in place, you can now begin to build your external strategy. These next 2 moves are about translating your internal clarity into a world-conquering plan, and then building a machine to bring it to life. Move 2, master the plan. This move is the bridge between your vision and reality. It's about moving from a dream to a detailed strategic blueprint. Bet David argues that most people have goals, but very few have a real, robust plan. The first component of mastering the plan is visioneering. You must be able to articulate a crystal clear picture of the future you intend to create. This vision must be specific, exciting, and measurable. It's not enough to say, "I want to be successful." You must be able to describe what that success looks like in vivid detail. The market share, the impact, the culture, the brand reputation. This vision acts as a North Star, guiding every decision and inspiring your team. The second component is strategic foresight, or thinking 5 moves ahead. This is the core chess analogy. You must anticipate not only your own actions, but also the reactions of competitors, shifts in the market, and internal team dynamics. Bet David encourages a practice of rigorous scenario planning. What is your best case scenario? What if you get a massive influx of capital or a huge client? Is your infrastructure ready to handle hyper growth without breaking? What is your worst case scenario? What if your top client leaves? What if a global pandemic hits? What if a key product fails? Having a contingency plan for disaster is not pessimism, it's strategic prudence. What is the most likely scenario? Based on current trajectories, what is the realistic path? Plan for this, but be ready to pivot to your best or worst case plans. The third component is understanding the difference between strategy and tactics. This is a critical distinction. Strategy is the high-level game plan, the what and why. It's your decision to become the market leader in a specific niche. Tactics are the specific actions, the how. They are the marketing campaigns, the sales processes. But daily operations. Many entrepreneurs are tactical geniuses, but strategic failures. They are brilliant at executing tasks, but lack a coherent overall direction. Move 2 is about spending the majority of your time on strategy, ensuring that your daily tactics are aligned with your master plan. Move 3, master the execution. A brilliant, elegant plan is utterly worthless if it remains on a whiteboard. Move 3 is about building the operational machine that turns your strategy into tangible results. Bet David states that execution is where greatness lives and dies. The first pillar of execution is ruthless prioritization. You and your team will be bombarded with 1,000 tasks, but only a handful are truly vital. You must identify the one thing, the single most important activity that will drive the majority of your results, and focus all your energy there. This requires the discipline to say no to good opportunities so you can say yes to the great ones that truly align with Move 2's strategy. The second pillar is systematization. You cannot scale what you cannot systemize. Execution excellence means creating standard operating procedures, SOPs, for every critical function in your business. This removes ambiguity, ensures consistency, and dramatically reduces the bus factor. What happens if a key person gets hit by a bus? It involves implementing key performance indicators, KPIs, to track progress objectively, not based on feelings. A business that runs on well-designed systems is a business that can run without the founder's constant, frantic involvement. The third pillar is the art of delegation. This is a major growth hurdle for many founders. You must move from being a doer to being a manager of doers. This means identifying tasks that you are not the best person to do, or that do not require your unique skills, and delegating them effectively. Bet David provides a framework for this, emphasizing that delegation is not abdication. You must delegate the authority to act, along with the responsibility for the outcome, and you must set up a system of accountability to ensure it gets done right. Mastering execution is not about you working 80-hour weeks. It's about building a machine that produces results in a predictable, repeatable way. Part 3. The Force Multipliers. Moves 4 and 5. With a solid plan and an execution engine, the next phase is about multiplying your impact and building something that transcends you. This is the transition from successful operator to legacy-building leader. Move 4. Master the people. Bet David makes an undeniable declaration. Your success will be determined by the quality of the people you surround yourself with. Move 4 is about moving from managing processes to leading human beings. The first element is the relentless pursuit of A players. You must become a master of recruitment. This isn't about posting a job ad and hoping for the best. It's about always being in recruitment mode, constantly networking, and building a talent pipeline. Bet David stresses the importance of looking for 3 things: competence, character, and culture fit. A player with high competence but low character can be a cancer in your organization. You must have a rigorous interview process designed to uncover not just skills, but also values, motivations, and resilience. The second element is the science of motivation and communication. Leading people requires understanding what makes them tick. You must learn to communicate the vision from Move 2 in a way that resonates with each individual on your team. This involves understanding different personality types and tailoring your communication accordingly. Some are motivated by public recognition, others by financial rewards, and others by the challenge of a difficult problem. A master of people knows how to tap into these individual drivers to inspire peak performance. The third and most difficult element is making the hard people decisions. This is where leadership is separated from popularity. You must have the courage to hold people accountable to the standards you've set. What are the new business models we can adopt? Bet David discusses the importance of skating to where the puck is going, anticipating market trends and positioning your company to ride the next wave, not the last one. Scaling requires a different skill set and often a different organizational structure than the one that got you to your initial success. The second and more profound part of Move 5 is mastering your legacy. This shifts the focus from success to significance. Bet David pushes you to ask the ultimate questions. What is this all for? What will be said about my company and my leadership after I'm gone? How will the business endure beyond my direct involvement? Building a legacy involves several key actions. Mentoring the next generation. You must actively identify and groom your successor and the next tier of leaders. Your goal should be to make yourself dispensable to the daily operations of the company. Institutionalizing values and mission. Your company's core purpose and values must be so deeply embedded in the culture, the hiring practices, and the decision-making frameworks that they become the organization's immune system, guiding it long after you've stepped aside. Building an iconic brand, a legacy, is often tied to a brand that stands for something more than just its products. It represents quality, trust, innovation, or a set of ideals that resonate with people. Move 5 is the culmination of all the previous moves. It is about playing a game so large and so strategic that the business becomes an institution and your leadership becomes a legend that inspires others long into the future. The Grandmaster's mindset. As we bring our deep exploration of your next 5 moves to a close, the overarching lesson is this: achieving extraordinary success in business is not a matter of luck or isolated brilliant decisions. It is a discipline. It is a methodical process of thinking several steps ahead, of mastering the internal game of self-leadership before attempting to master the external game of market leadership. Patrick Bet-David has provided a powerful mental model. The 5 moves are a cycle, a continuous loop of improvement. You must constantly return to move 1, reevaluating and remastering yourself as your company grows and the challenges evolve. The plan from move 2 must be a living document, updated as you gather new intelligence. The execution engine of move 3 must be constantly tuned for greater efficiency. The team from move 4 must be continually developed, and the legacy of move 5 must be consciously built with every decision you make. This framework empowers you to move from being reactive to being proactive, from being tactical to being strategic, from being a manager of tasks to a leader of people and a builder of empires. It teaches you to see the entire board, not just the piece in front of you. So go forward and apply this wisdom. In every meeting, every negotiation, every strategic dilemma, ask yourself, what are my next 5 moves? This simple question will elevate your thinking and set you on the path to mastering the art of business strategy. Thank you for your valuable time and for listening to this comprehensive audio summary in My Book Library.